Hey guys, what's up? It's Chunks, and I'm coming at you guys today with another new series. This one's going to be called Clash 101, where I'm going to revisit some of the oldest ideas in the game and bring them back to you and explain them as I see people fail on them all the time. The first lesson today is going to be on funneling. And the first question is going to be, what is funneling and this idea behind it? Funneling is actually the process of trying to direct your troops. This is going to be your golems, your P.E.K.K.A.s, Valkyries, whatever you're using, right into the core of the base. And as you can see from the picture, you're going to get an idea kind of how to do it. So why should you funnel? That would be the second question. Funneling is going to help direct your troops, and it's going to increase your odds of being more successful and more efficient. You're not going to be wasting troops because each one's going to have a purpose and they're going to do exactly what they need to do. So I thought we'd start off first with a few examples of how to not funnel before we get into actually how to do it. As you can see, this guy starts off with a typical 2 golem spread, but then he comes down with this massive line of wizards behind the golems. This is completely inefficient because he has multiple wizards working on the same buildings that a single wizard could possibly take out, and then he has wizards just now starting to walk off to the sides, not going where he wants. He throws down a few Valkyries, and then he starts throwing down his other troops. Some go, towards the core of the base, but as you can see on the top side right here, he's going to have a golem, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, a Valkyrie, and some more wizards walk off, and nothing's really going to go to the core of the base. Now we'll start off on another example. This guy, he's coming in with HGHB, which is a very powerful attack still in the meta of the game. But as you can see, he throws down his giants, gets the healers on him, and then he comes down with some wizards behind that all over. Because he failed to make the funnel, he has to use his Barb King. He's going to then throw some more wizards down on the bottom side. As you can see, his giants are now walking into the core of the base. No troops are walking in with his giants, and so his healers are now getting taken out by the air defense. The Barb King and those wizards are now walking down the bottom side of the base. His bowlers are walking off to the north side of the base. His queen is finally down. She's going to step up. She's going to take out his air defense, but then as you see, she will walk away, and all this is from a poor funnel. So his giants are now in the core of the base, dealing with the clan castle, and there's no troops there to help them. And here's one more example I'm going to bring you guys of how to not funnel. This guy, he's going to go ahead and open up the base with some earthquakes. He's going to drop his golems, and they are going to walk straight into the core of the base, tanking multiple point defenses, and they have the queen just ripping them apart. And he has absolutely no troops in there at this point helping out his golems, so they're getting completely taken out. And then he comes down once again with a line of wizards behind. They're going to drop a few of these buildings, but as you can see, the ones on the bottom side, they're going to walk away. He then drops his Valkyries, his Barb King. They walk to the north of the base, and then his queen walks to the south of the base with the rest of the troops. So how are we going to funnel? I first thought we'd start off with what are funneling troops, and those are going to be your wizards, minions, archers, baby dragons, anything that can basically take out the outside trash around the outside of the base to help your troops go in. But we'll first jump in now with Max. He's going to show us properly how to funnel. You're going to see he's going to get down 2 golems on the outside. He's going to start really out on the outside. He's got 3 wizards down behind, and they're going to get him huge value. They're going to just go ahead and take out all of the buildings on the outside. So as you can see, I like to call it a trail of breadcrumbs. So when he drops the 3rd golem, he earthquake opens the base. His wizards will now redirect into the core of the base with his golems. His bowlers will walk in. His queen and his king are all walking straight into the core of the base. And as you can see, they are going to absolutely demolish the core of this base. They take out the queen. They take out the clan castle. And then his bowlers are behind the golems as they enter the core of this base. And as you can see, he's going to take out well over 50% of this base just off of his kill squad. And they're actually going to live till the end of this raid because he properly funneled the base. And as you can see, once he goes ahead and just starts the backside of the base, there's really not much left in the base. He has what looks to be all of his bowlers. He has at least 1 full golem still standing there. He has a bunch of golemites, and then on the backside he has his Barb King still working. He has the queen, and he's just on to clean up. It straight smashes this base, but it all starts with a proper funnel. Then we're going to go ahead and look at Beth. He's going to come in, and he has 2 golems that he gets down, and he's only going to use 4 wizards to make this funnel. So as you see, he's got maximum efficiency. He's not wasting a bunch of camp space by bringing a line of wizards coming in behind, and then once he wall breakers into the base, the only spot for his heroes and bowlers to go is straight into the core of the base where he wants them to go. So the idea of funneling is to take out the outside buildings that are outside the range, so that way when you drop your troops, they're not going to be directed toward those buildings. You need to look at, okay, when your troop, the AI, is, they're going to attack the closest building. So you want to make sure that you properly take out the outside buildings, so that way the closest building is going to be straight in front of your troops. You don't want to take out the buildings that are necessarily right behind your golems. You want to use those as the trail of breadcrumbs to direct your heroes or your bowlers, P.E.K.K.A.s, Valkyries, whatever troop you're trying to get into the core of the base. Those are going to be your trail of breadcrumbs to lead those troops right into the base. So what you want to do, once again, we're taking a look at Beth. As you can see, he gets the 2 golems down, and he gets the wizards. He's going to go for this camp and the gold storage, or the gold mine, and then he's going to go for the barracks up on the top side, and he's going to have that builder hut gets taken down. But if you see, he wall breakers right into the middle. So once he comes into this base, the closest building now for his troops after his golems redirect is that wizard tower. So he gets the Barb King down, he gets the Queen and his bowlers, and they're all going to go right into that wizard tower. And then they're going to walk straight into the core of the base instead of walking around the outside or redirecting. So that's what you need to look at. Like I said, is look at the trash buildings that are around the side. Some other techniques that you could possibly use now with the baby dragons out, if there's an archer tower that's in the way, or maybe a cannon, you can easily get a baby dragon or a minion down. If there's no archer tower, if it's just a cannon or a mortar or something that can't target air, you can use those troops instead of having to use a wizard that could easily be taken out, and create your funnel that way. Or you could send down a single giant with a wizard behind. That is an old strategy. Like I said, the baby dragon, he is very good at creating funnels as well. If there's an archer tower or a wizard tower in the way and you need to get through that with just a little bit of tanking, the baby dragon is good help for that. But alright guys, that's going to wrap things up for today. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the bottom. If you guys have liked what you have seen, feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. It lets me know that I am doing the right thing for you guys and you guys like what you're seeing. But until next time guys, this is Trunk signing out.